Vandeham Sri Guru Juta Padakamalam Sri Gurum
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome back to the 64th episode of Paripraśna. So, in the past few episodes, we have discussed the wonderful, inspiring, and deeply instructive pastime of Maharaja Prithu. And today, we are about to carry on with that divine lineage and move from one wonderful pastime to another. So, we are going to discuss the pastime of Prachetas, the 10 brothers together who performed austerity for 10,000 years. So, today, our objective is going to be to try and discuss one chapter. Yes, it's only one chapter today because it's quite a long chapter with 79 amazing verses. So this chapter is titled Chanting the Song Sung by Lord Shiva, Rudra Gita. So chapter 24, Canto 4 of Srimad Bhagavatam. And as always, to understand and relish the transcendental teachings that we can find in this wonderful chapter, let's go ahead and inquire and discuss from His Holiness Bhakti Padma Saurabh Pracharak Swami Maharaj. So, Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavat Pranams, Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat.
This chapter, the beginning few verses, we see the genealogical line, the table of Maharaja Prithu is being discussed. So, already we have a clue of his eldest son Vijitashva because he was the one who was sent to go and retrieve the horse from Indra. So, Vijitashva had 4 brothers. So, he became the next king after Maharaja Prithu, but he shared his kingdom with all his 4 brothers in 4 different directions. And then he had 2 wives, Shikandini and Nabaswati. From Shikandini, he had 3 sons, Pavaka, Pavamana, and Shuchi. And then the second wife was Nabaswati. From her, he had a son called Havirdana. And from Havirdana, Havirdana begot 6 sons from his wife Havirdhani, Barhishat, Gaya, Shukla, Krishna, Satya, Jitavrata. And from Prajapati Barhishat or Prachina Barhishat, he married his wife Shatadruti and he begot the 10 sons Prachetas. So we will get into this marriage of Prachina Barhishat and Shatadruti. But before that, Maharaj, so far we have seen in the beginning of Canto 4, we saw the genealogical table of Swayambhuva Manu. Later, we also saw the genealogical line of Maharaja Dhruva. And now this genealogical line of Maharaja Prithu. So what is the contribution of genealogy in Bhakti in a text like Srimad Bhagavatam?
Somebody born in a very pious family means they have a great responsibility.
Okay.
They show the character for as an example for future generations to come. This has been the system when Parikshit Maharaj was born. Parikshit Maharaj belongs to the Pandava dynasty. That means he has the great fortune of being born in a devotee family. Even Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita also says this thing, that yoga brashtobi jayate, suchinam shrimatam gehe yoga brashtobi jayate. Though for bhakti anybody is qualified, there is no restriction of who is born where in which family.
Okay.
But still, birth is not a qualification for taking him devotion. But still, by birth in a very great family, we can understand that he has done bhakti in the previous lives and he is very advanced. And also because of the training of having sense control, having divine qualities, good character, that helps him in progress him in devotional service very fast. So that is why these great families are described. In one of the lectures, Srila Prabhupada says that the names of those kings who are mentioned in the Bhagavatam and the Bhagavad Gita, they are also as good as Krishna.
Wow.
Chanting names. Because they appear in Bhagavatam. The very fact that they appear in Bhagavatam shows that they are purifying. So he quotes the verse where it is said that anasaktasya vishayan yatarho payunjata nirbandhana krishna sambandhe, because they have got krishna sambandha. Krishna is Bhagavad Sambandha. They are Bhagavad Sambandha.
Yeah.
They are also as purifying as Bhagavatam, who is Krishna, not different from Krishna.
Okay.
So we cannot just neglect these names as something second class or something like that. They appear in Bhagavatam. So they are purifying.
Very nice. So I'm moving to shloka number 11. Samudrim deva devoktam upayeme shatadrutim yam vikshya charu sarvangim kishorim sushtvalankratam parikramantim udvahe chakamegni shukim iva. Maharaja Barhishat, henceforward known as Prachina Barhi, was ordered by the supreme demigod Lord Brahma to marry the daughter of the ocean named Shatadruti. Her bodily features were completely beautiful and she was very young. She was decorated with the proper garments, and when she came into the marriage arena and began circumambulating it, the fire god Agni became so attracted to her that he desired her company exactly as he had formerly desired to enjoy Shuki. So, Maharaj, earlier there was a slightly uncomfortable episode in Canto 2 of Lord Brahma getting attracted to his own daughter Vak. And here also it is again little unsettling when we see such episodes described in Bhagavatam, that even great personalities. So here is Prachina Barhi getting married to Shatadruti, and Agni Deva is a witness. He's supposed to offer his blessings, but rather he's getting attracted to the wife of Prachina Barhi. And here it is said exactly as he had formerly desired to enjoy Shuki. So such incident has happened in the past also. So what is the powerful nature of lust that even such great personalities succumb to it? And also, why does Bhagavatam bring such slightly unsettling topics? What can we learn from them?
Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, this lust is Nitya Vairi. It is an eternal enemy. Mahashano, Mahapapma, Vidyenam, Yavairanam. Know this as your eternal enemy. And it is Mahashano, Mahapapma. It makes you do the greatest sin. So these pastimes are there in the Bhagavatam, which talks about how even exalted personalities, they fall prey to lust.
Yeah.
To show that when somebody is so exalted, when that person can fall prey to lust, then what about ordinary people like us? So it is to give Chetavani, means to give as a warning. Be careful. Don't neglect, thinking that, okay, it's okay, I can do it. No, there is no complacency in it. One has to be strict. This is one side of the story. The other side of the story is that when these great personalities fall prey to this lust, you cannot talk about it and then insult them or talk ill about them.
Okay.
Because Krishna has used them to teach you a lesson, that how one should be very careful about lust. It can devour you. Don't think that you have conquered it, even though you may feel that you conquered it. It can raise any time and then destroy your consciousness, destroy your purity. So if somebody talks about Brahma getting attracted to his own daughter, or Agni getting attracted to Prachina Bari's wife, Shatadruti, and earlier also he getting attracted to Shuki. So these things should not be taken literally in the sense that, oh, he is like that. Agni is like that. Brahma is like that. There is an offense because they are great personalities. So in this way, one should be careful about lust also. We should be more careful about not to offend those great personalities who are seemingly afflicted by this lust. Yeah.
Nicely explained, Maharaj. So, what are one or two important things that one can safeguard, whether man or woman, from falling prey to lust?
Kama Krishna Karma Arpane. So whenever I give some classes to the brahmacharis,
Mm-hmm.
I always say there's only two things which can save you from lust,
Yeah.
at least in the initial sadhana stages.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, no time. Number two, no opportunity.
Great. Very nice.
So if you have time, then naturally the mind will be inclined to lusty thoughts.
Mm.
If you have an opportunity, then automatically then the mind will take you to these lusty activities. So you have no time. If you have 26 hours of work in 24 hours a day,
Mm-hmm.
then where is the time for it?
Right.
Srila Prabhupada gave this instruction in a very interesting manner.
Mm.
One, Srila Prabhupada was in the vehicle, is sitting in the front and devotees are sitting in the back. And one devotee out of the, I don't know what kind of curiosity it was, he asked Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada, do you have lust?
Oh. Mm.
Yes, he did not find any other person to ask this question. Actually, he was asking this question of innocence because he was troubled by it.
Ah.
It's a different way of asking. Like, for example, you are hungry,
Yeah.
and then you cannot say, I'm hungry. What do you say? Are you hungry? What does it mean?
I am hungry. I want.
If he's hungry, he will tell, I am
Yes.
hungry. So, do you have lust? That was the question asked by him to Prabhupada because he was troubled by lust.
Yes.
Srila Prabhupada did not answer. He was very grave.
Mm.
Then they were all really afraid. They just kept quiet. They thought we asked the wrong question,
Mm.
maybe to a wrong person, something like that. Then the car stopped at the destination. Srila Prabhupada got down from the car and looked at the devotee with grave eyes and told, yes, I do have lust, but I don't have time for it.
Yeah.
But I don't have time for it.
Yeah.
That means he's instructing him.
Mm.
It is not that Prabhupada has it, but he's instructing is that I know that you have it, but you can conquer it only when you don't have time for it.
Wow. Fantastic.
That is why it is said, Kama Krishna Karmarpane.
Mm.
When you're busy in serving Krishna, then where is the time for lust?
Mm.
Yeah.
Very instructive, Maharaj. Very nice. So I'm going to the 14th verse now. पित्रादिष्टः प्रजासर्गे तपसे ऋणवम् आविशन् दशवर्षसहस्राणि तपसार्चं तपस्पतिम्. When all these prachetas were ordered by their father to marry and beget children, they all entered the ocean and practiced austerities and penances for 10,000 years. Thus they worshipped the master of all austerity, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So the marriage did happen, and Prachina Barhi, along with his wife Shatadruti, they begot 10 sons. Together they are called Prachetas. So what is this pattern, Maharaj? Even in Kardama Muni's case, before he got married, he did tapasya on the bank of Bindu Sarovara, and then begetting the children, Kapila Muni. Before that also, he and his wife performed austerity. So what is the necessity of austerity before they get into household life and procreating and things like that? What are they doing?
If you want to have good children, then you need to have the potency. The potency comes from austerity.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise, even the dogs produce children. So what will dog produce? A dog will produce a dog.
Mm.
A donkey will produce a donkey. Now, these days, it's very common, or even earlier days also, the parents would say it sometimes to their children, "Hey, gada kahin ka." So why a gada is born? Because you did not do austerity.
Mm.
If you do austerity like Madhya Geha Bhatt and Vedavati did, so that kind of austerity will give rise to children like Madhvacharya.
Mm.
If we don't do austerity, then your senses are loose, and the children who are born, they are born out of lust.
Mm.
So those who are born out of lust will be a dog or a donkey or a cat, like that. If you are born out of austerity, then you will have intelligent, self-controlled, good quality children. So it is very necessary to do austerity to produce good quality children.
Okay. So it is said these prachetas, they went to Upasamudram. Sasamudram upavistirnam apashyan sumahatsaraha mahanmana iva swacham prasanna salilashayam. While traveling, the prachetas happened to see a great reservoir of water, which seemed almost as big as the ocean. The water of this lake was so calm and quiet that it seemed like the mind of a great soul, and its inhabitants, the aquatics, appeared very peaceful and happy to be under the protection of such a watery reservoir. So, where is this place that they are going, Maharaj? What is this Upasamudram?
Yeah, this Guruvayur. There is
Okay.
this Guruvayur.
Mhm.
Guruvayur is a place till you have the Rudra Tirtha.
Okay.
That is a place they went.
Mhm.
It is Upasamudra, means it is not Samudra, it is not ocean, but it is ocean-like lake, a huge lake. Of course, now you don't find it as huge as it was before, because the city has developed and so many things. This is Guruvayur. There, Lord Shiva is still there. Mammayur Shiva is there.
Okay.
Who spoke to the Prachetas. That place is still there. Yeah.
Okay. So, Maharaj, next what we see is the episode where they have not even gotten into performing their austerity, but still Lord Shiva is appearing. But before that, there is a very nice visual description. What a beautiful place! The lotuses, blue lotuses, red lotuses, white lotuses, and all the chakravaka and other birds chirping. And then in the middle of that, they hear this drum sound and the Gandharva singing, and then emerges Lord Shiva, Rudra. So in Bhagavatam and outside of Bhagavatam also, of course, the most famous Gita is Bhagavad Gita. But besides that also, the Yugala Gita that you give profound classes on, and then this Brahmara Gita, Gopi Gita, all the different Gitas, Venu Gita, Uddhava Gita, Avaduta Gita, so many Gitas. So amidst all these different songs sung by different great personalities, including Lord Krishna, what is the unique position of Rudra Gita that we are about to get into?
The first unique position is that Lord Shiva is declaring to the entire world that I am worshipping Krishna in general.
Yes.
The specialities of this Gita is that it there is one word in English, encapsulates or something like that. It has got the entire Pancharatra in it.
Oh.
All the Pancharatra is described by Lord Shiva in this Gita.
Okay.
Because he talks about Sankarshna, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, and Vasudeva. They are the Vyuhas. And he talks about their activity in the worship of these Vyuhas, who are the source of all the different forms, Pancharatric forms of worship.
Oh.
So in Pancharatra, there are two sections. One is the forms of the Lord, description of the forms of the Lord. The other section is the description of the authority of worship of the Lord, methodology of worship. So here Lord Shiva, he gives the description of the different forms of the Lord.
Okay.
So in this way, we have the Pancharatra scriptures in essential format is spoken in a Bhagavata way or in Bhagavatam. That is the speciality of Rudra Gita.
Okay, beautiful. So here it is Rudra Gita. So Shiva has multiple names: Shiva, Rudra, Shambhu, Sadashiva, so many different names. Are all these just different names of the same person, or are they also different personalities of Shiva?
They are one at the same time different. First you have Sadashiva. He is transcendental, and he is Krishna's, he is transcendental and is actually one of the forms of Krishna.
Okay.
That is Sadashiva. He is in the Vaikuntha planet, four-handed. And then comes the Shambhu form of the Lord. Shambhu is almost like Karanadaksha Vishnu, but still there is a distinction because Shambhu is directly in touch with the modes of nature. That is why he is not God in full sense. But still he is Shakti Avishavatar and he is also Guna Avatar. In that sense, he is God at the same time not.
Okay.
Then comes Shiva, Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva expands himself, or Shambhu expands himself as Lord Shiva in every universe.
Okay.
After every Brahmanda is created, and Lord Shiva is there in the Brahmanda. For some time he stays in Kailash, and after that also he goes and comes sometimes. At the time of destruction, the Lord Shiva, he expands himself into 11 Rudras. So in this way, Sadashiva, Shambhu, Shiva, Rudra, these are the different levels of the same person.
Okay. Oh, okay, so Karanodakshai Vishnu expands into Garbhodakshai Vishnu and enters each universe. Similarly, Shambhu expands into Shiva and enters each universe.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. So, Maharaj, why does Rudra appear even before they have performed austerity? First of all, they were not going to worship Shiva. They were going to worship, like it said, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. But still, first of all, why does Shiva come? And why does he come even before they perform austerity to show his mercy upon them?
That is what is the question asked by Vidura.
Yeah.
Vidura, he says, Prachetasam Giritrena Yathasit Pati Sangamaha Yad Utaha Haraha Pritas Tanno Brahman Vadartavad. So please tell me why Shiva, he was so pleased with the Prachetas. Spoke to the Prachetas. What is the reason for it? So it is very difficult to meet Lord Shiva. It is not easy to meet Lord Shiva. But still, Lord Shiva himself came to meet the Prachetas.
Yes.
What is the reason for it? Lord Shiva is Atma Rama. He doesn't have any expectation from anyone. And it is not that he requires something. No. He only just appears to give blessings to people, especially those who are wanting some material benefits. But these Prachetas, they are not having any material desires. But still Lord Shiva appeared. What is the reason for it? The only reason is Prachetas are there to worship Krishna.
Okay.
So people go to Shiva for material gains. But Prachetas are worshipping Krishna, so Shiva comes to them.
Okay. So along the same line, Maharaj, here in the 28th verse, Yaf param ramhasa sakshat triguna jiva samhitat bhagavantam vasudevam prapannasa priyohi me. Lord Shiva continued, any person who is surrendered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, the controller of everything, material nature as well as the living entity, is actually very dear to me. So why are Krishna's devotees so dear to Lord Shiva, Maharaj?
So why is Lord Shiva merciful to the Prachetas? The reason is that those who are dear to Krishna, they are dear to Lord Shiva. So who is that person, Krishna? Who is Ramhasaha, who is beyond Prakriti. So Bhagavantam Vasudevam Prapanna Sa Priyohime. If you want to become dear to Lord Shiva, become dear to Krishna. You surrender to Krishna, then you become very dear to Lord Shiva. So that's the only way to become dear to Lord Shiva. Because Krishna is very dear to Lord Shiva, and you become dear to Krishna, then you will also become dear to Lord Shiva.
Mm.
It is not that they're having a competition, then you worship Shiva, then Krishna is unhappy, and if you worship Krishna, Shiva is unhappy about it.
Mm.
No, they love each other. So if you want to love me, love my dog. They say. So if you want to, Lord Shiva says, if you want to love me, then you should love my person who is dear to me, who is Krishna. So if you want to love Krishna, then you have to love Lord Shiva.
Okay.
That's how they are the Anyonya Sambandha.
So worshippers sometimes may have a tiff, but looks like Shiva and Krishna are in really good terms.
Yeah, they are in the best of the terms. If you don't see they being best of the terms, so then you'll have problem with both.
Yes.
Most of the worshippers of Lord Shiva, they think that we will not see Krishna. Chidambaram, this is there. You have we have Govindaraja, you have Nataraja. So Govindaraja is in Tirupati also. Today I'm in Tirupati. Ramanuja, he brought Govindaraja here. So the Govindaraja deity in Chidambaram, he's there, Lord Krishna lying down as Govindaraja to see the dance of Nataraj. Nataraj is dancing to show to Govindaraj. Both have there. Now when these devotees they go, they close their eyes like this. They don't want to see Nataraj, want to go in only Govindaraj. Those like Shaivites, so-called Shaivites, they think we are devotees of Lord Shiva. You don't want to see Govindaraj, you want to see only Nataraj.
Yeah.
But both are there to look at each other. And they are both are laughing at these people, both of them.
Yeah. Nice. So we'll get into the Rudra Gita Maharaj, shloka number 33, chapter 24, Canto 4. Shri Rudra Uvacha Jitam ta atma vidvarya swastaye swastirastu me bhavataradha saradham sarvasma atmane namaha. Lord Shiva addressed the Supreme Personality of Godhead with the following prayer. O Supreme Personality of Godhead, all glories unto you. You are the most exalted of all self-realized souls. Since you are always auspicious for the self-realized, I wish that you be auspicious for me. You are worshipable by virtue of the all-perfect instructions you give. You are the super soul. Therefore, I offer my obeisances unto you as the supreme living being. So, Maharaj, this is a pattern. The moment anybody offers their prayers, first thing is they offer their obeisances. And the very first word, Jitam, all glories. Many a times we also say Jaya, Jaya. Why do we say Jaya? What does it mean?
Jai means victory. So, by glorifying the Supreme Lord, by saying Jaya, one who is victorious always, you become victorious.
Okay.
Are the modes of nature. Jai means to be victorious. Victory over what? The modes of nature. So by chanting the name Jaya, you invoke auspiciousness. So one of the meanings of the word Jaya is Krishna himself, because he's always victorious.
Yeah.
So it is not that by my glorification, the Lord's glory is established. Lord's glory is already established. You repeat that glory, that's all. By doing so, you become glorious. That means you become powerful to conquer the modes of nature. That is the meaning of the word Jaya. So by uttering the word Jaya, it reveals all auspiciousness is conferred unto us.
So when we tell when we use the same to glorify the devotees like Jai Srila Prabhupada, that means he's such a pure devotee, he has also conquered the three modes.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
By saying so, we become victorious.
Okay.
It is not that by my saying they become victorious.
Okay.
They are not political personalities. By my vote, they'll get a position.
Yes. And when Lord Shiva is saying, may I also be instated in that auspicious state, what does he mean auspicious state? He is already Vaishnavanam Yata Shambhuhu, he is best of Vaishnavas, he is Mahadeva. He is already auspicious. Why he is saying, let me be instated in an auspicious state?
So when you glorify the Lord, the natural outcome of the glorification of the Lord is humility.
Mm-hmm.
So out of humility, Lord Shiva talks about, because I am glorifying you, my name is Lord Shiva, but I am not. So please let me have the same condition as yours. That let me also become auspicious by glorifying you.
Mm.
So this is the nature of glorification. The moment you glorify Krishna, then humility develops within the heart.
Mm.
And with that humility, a devotee expresses his humility by speaking. So let me also become pure.
Okay. So, Maharaj, the next three verses, which you already hinted upon in an earlier answer, where Lord Shiva is praying to the Chatuvyuha, Vasudeva, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, Sankarshana. So, I'll just quote those verses and then open up for discussion. Nama Pankajanaabhaya Bhuta Sukshmendriyatmane Vasudevaya Shantaya Kutasthaya Swarocishe. My Lord, you are the origin of the creation by virtue of the lotus flower which sprouts from your navel. You are the supreme controller of the senses and the sense objects, and you are also the all-pervading Vasudeva. You are most peaceful, and because of your self-illuminated existence, you are not disturbed by the six kinds of transformations. So here he is praying to Vasudeva, and then Sankarshanaya Sukshmaya Durantaya Antakaya Cha Namo Vishwa Prabodhaya Pradyumnaya Antaratmane. My dear Lord, you are the origin of the subtle material ingredients, the master of all integration as well as the master of all disintegration, the predominating deity named Sankarshana, and the master of all intelligence known as the predominating deity Pradyumna. Therefore, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. And one more. Namo Namo Niruddhaya Rishikeshendriyatmane Namah Paramahamsaya Purnaya Nibratatmane. My Lord, as the supreme directing deity known as Aniruddha, you are the master of the senses and the mind. I therefore offer my obeisances unto you again and again. You are known as Ananta as well as Sankarshana because of your ability to destroy the whole creation by the blazing fire from your mouth. So Maharaj, he prayed to Vasudeva for the purification of his chitta, then prayed to Sankarshana for the purification of his ahankara, ego, then Pradyumna for intelligence and Aniruddha for the mind. So if you can please help us understand this in a little deeper way, the Chatuvyuha helping us purifying our antakarana.
The Chaturantakaaranas, that is mind, intelligence, false ego, and chitta, that is contaminated consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
So these four are the subtle bodies. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna talks about only three, that is mind, intelligence, and false ego. But in the Bhagavatam, in the 26th chapter, 3rd canto, you'll find four. Antakarana means the subtle body, which is made up of mind, intelligence, false ego, and chitta.
Mm-hmm.
We should know from the Vaishnava philosophical point of view, everything has a predominating deity at two levels. One is at the spiritual level and the other at the material level. So for these four, the predominating deities at the spiritual level is like this. Chitta, for Chitta it is Vasudeva. For Ahankara it is Sankarsana. Then you have Aniruddha for mind and Pradyumna for intelligence. So Chitta, Ahankara, Buddhi, Manaha. These four Ahantakaranas have this thing. No, not only these four have the presiding deities at the spiritual level, they are also at the material level. At the material level also. they are also the controlled. These four deities, the material level, are controlled by the four spiritual level hierarchy. Like for example, we have Ahankara. The immediate in charge of Ahankara is Lord Shiva himself. And his in charge is Sankarshana. Like your mind, for mind it is moon. And then who is in charge of moon? That is
So,
the spiritual level, who is in charge of mind? It is Aniruddha. Then you have Brahma. And in charge of Brahma is
Pradyumna.
It's for Buddhi. But here for Chitta it is Vishnu, Vasudeva.
Okay.
Vishnu himself, Vasudeva. So among all the four, Chitta is the most important. So if you change Chitta, then purify Chitta, then other purification automatically happen. But still, by worshipping these four deities, we purify these four antakaranas. So when you purify this antakarana, not automatically knowledge is revealed. That is the connection at the Adidaiva level and Adi Atma level and Adibhuta level. Adibhuta, these four, Chitta, Buddhi, Ahankara, Buddhi, Manaha. And you have Vishnu, then Shiva, Brahma and Chandra. And then higher we have Vasudeva, Sankarshana, and Pradyumna and Aniruddha.
So, is purifying the antakarana a prerequisite for performing bhakti, or is it a consequence of performing bhakti?
It's a consequence of performing bhakti. When you start worshipping these four, that means you started bhakti. It is not that after purification you can do bhakti. The process of purification itself is bhakti.
So, but parallelly, as we are performing bhakti, we should also seek the mercy of all these presiding deities at the spiritual and material level, so they can empower us to actually clean up our antakarana.
Yes. Then you will have less obstacles in performance of bhakti.
Okay. So dissolving the false ego and mind and intelligence, dissolving the subtle body, does it take conscious effort, or if we just go on doing our bhakti like chanting and swadhyaya and all that, automatically it will get dissolved?
Yeah, when you do swadhyaya, you're reading this, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you're reading this, it is described that one should offer obeisances to Sankarshana and offer obeisances to Pradyumna. Then you have to offer obeisances, and that is bhakti. If you read and don't offer obeisances to Sankarshana and Pradyumna, then what is the use of the reading?
Yeah. Okay. So Maharaj, that was the first section of Rudra Gita where he is offering. I was going to go to the next section anyway. You touched upon it in your answer, where he also invokes the blessings of Surya, Agni, and Soma, all of them to purify. So I'm just going to go to the next section now. So from shlokas 44 to 52, very beautiful section where Lord Shiva is describing the beauty of the Supreme Lord. So in the interest of time, I'm not going to chant all the verses. So if you can say something about the glorification of the beauty, Maharaj. And also I was just wondering as I was going through. So when we say Krishna, Akarshati, the Krishna, he attracts, we say how he is full of 6 opulences. But of all those 6 opulences, why is it repeatedly the devotees, what they focus on is on the beauty part, not necessarily the renunciation or the knowledge or the fame. Those are all very brief. But there is a very vivid description of beauty of the Lord time and again in Bhagavatam.
because that is the essential characteristic of the Supreme Lord, beauty.
Okay.
Others are secondary characteristics. Fame and renunciation, they are they are like the Brahman concept of the Lord.
Oh, okay.
And power and opulence, they are like the Paramatma concept of the Lord. Then this is Brahman concept of the Lord. That is, Bhagavan concept of the Lord is beauty.
Oh, very interesting. Okay. Nice.
Devadharma Bhaktivinoda Thakur talks about it.
Okay.
That's why beauty is the most essential feature. When you go to some mountain, first you don't say how big is the mountain. It's so beautiful, and then you talk about it so big and all. So the attractive feature is essentially the beauty. That's the reason.
Very nice, Maharaj. So Maharaj, also another question that I had in this section was, usually when we have darshan of the Lord, we start from the lotus feet and work our way up. But here, interestingly, the way Lord Shiva is describing the beauty of the Lord, he is taking the top-down approach. Is there any reason for this? The order in which he is going?
I don't know reason. Sometimes when you are in Bhava, then you forget the Vidhi. Vidhi is to describe from the feet. Like Kunti Devi also, Nama Pankajanabhaya, Nama Pankajamaline.
Yes.
Nama Pankajanetraya, Namaste Pankajangre. She's supposed to describe Pankajangri, and then Nabi, then Mala, and then the face. But why she talks about Nama Pankajanabi first? Because she was very conscious about people around her. They would think, hey, you are a mother, Krishna. You're like aunt of Krishna, like mother, Vatsalya.
Yeah.
How is it that you are paying obeisance to the feet? So she did not want to embarrass Krishna. That is why she did this thing. That's what in purport is described.
Okay.
The same way, there are some variations in the Vidhi because of Bhava. That's accepted.
Yes. And yet another question in this section I had was, who is Lord Shiva describing? Sometimes it seems like he's describing Lord Krishna, and then sometimes when he talks about this Chaturbhuja and all that, you feel like he's talking about Narayana, Vishnu. So is he worshipping Vishnu or Krishna, or should we?
Both are same. We cannot be so much Dvaitist. So we are followers of Dvacharya, but his Dvaita is to show that the Jiva and the Supreme Lord are distinct. And when it comes to the different forms of the Lord, he is Advaita. Krishna is Advaita. So there is no distinction between one form of Krishna and another form of Krishna from the Tattva point of view. Of course, Siddhanta Bhedestu, there is no distinction from the Siddhanta point of view. But Rasotkarshana, when it comes to Rasa, Rasotkarshana, Krishna is the topmost. So even though Lord Shiva is describing any form, his Aradhya Deva, Sankarshana, he is looking at Sankarshana. But at the same time, he knows that among all these different forms of Krishna, the form of Krishna himself is the best. That is why he is describing all these things.
The reason I asked that, Maharaj, because it does make a difference for the sadhaka, right? If you're worshipping Vishnu, then you end up in Vaikuntha. If you worship the Shyamasundara form of Krishna, only then you can aspire to go to Goloka Vrindavana. So that was my reasoning behind it.
Yeah, so he's describing both.
Okay.
So he has four arms. He's describing Padmanabha. And those who want to go to Vaikuntha, they can accept this and go. And now for some people, he's talking about worshipping Krishna Uh, now, the same four arms Krishna manifested in Dwaraka, and Rukmini was about to faint. So, with two arms, Krishna, he erased Rukmini's body. She was falling down, kneeling down. And the other two arms, he is wiping the tears of Rukmini. And sometimes Vrindavan Krishna, he manifests four arms, duplicate arms, of course. So, ultimately, both are Krishna only. Both are Supreme Lord.
Yes.
So, depending on the rasa, you can. When devotees of Krishna, they hear the descriptions of Narayana, they see, oh, my Krishna has come as Narayana.
Wow.
When devotees of Narayana, they hear the descriptions of Krishna, oh, my Narayana has come as Krishna. Like now the Dhanurmas is going on.
Yes.
Tirupava.
Oh.
So Narayana Namakke. So she addresses Krishna as Narayana. And she says, my Narayana he's doing the pastimes as Krishna.
Oh.
So but actually Narayana doesn't go stealing the garments of the gopis.
Yes.
But she's thinking of this, our Narayana is doing these activities in the form of Krishna. So when you speak about Krishna's pastimes, they see that our Narayana has come as Krishna and doing his pastimes. When we hear the pastimes of the Lord in Vaikuntha, then we see that our Krishna has come as Narayana. Like in Jagannath Puri, the devotees of Jagannath, they have the plague of Jagannath, Dashavatar. You find the Dashavatars, all the Dashavatars, every avatar, their eyes are big.
Oh.
I don't know whether you've seen that or not.
I have not.
You see all the Dashavatar pictures from Jagannath Puri, Rama will be having big eyes, Matsya also big eyes. Because they love Jagannath so much that they see all the avatars come from Jagannath. And they come from Jagannath, they also should have big eyes.
Oh, wonderful. Yes.
Yeah.
So, Maharaj, the third section in Rudra Gita, verses 53 to 59. So, the greatest devotee, Lord Shiva, is establishing Bhakti Yoga as the topmost. He is re-emphasizing this fact again and again. So, in this context, quoting 54th verse here, Bhavan Bhakti Matalabhyo Durlabha Sarvadehinam Swaragyasya Ekantena Atmavidgatihi. My dear Lord, the king in charge of the heavenly kingdom is also desirous of obtaining the ultimate goal of life, devotional service. Similarly, you are the ultimate destination of those who identified themselves with you, Aham Brahmasmi. However, it is very difficult for them to attain you, whereas a devotee can very easily attain your lordship. So, Maharaj, if you can say a few words in this context of how bhakti is the ultimate goal of life, Krishna is the ultimate destination, and devotees are the ones who can easily attain Krishna.
The first reason is devotion is the best, because for those who are surrendered to Krishna, there's no fear. When even in this world, we have seen that if you are fearless, then you perform better.
Yes.
So if you are having fear, even though you're capable of doing so many things, you will not be able to do so. So devotees, they are not even afraid of death because they are surrendered to Krishna. So since they are surrendered to Krishna, there is no fear for them. And since there is no fear, they can do their activities of service, serving him, or attain the destination very easily. That is the first thing, foremost thing, fearless.
Okay.
Fearlessness. Whereas all the other processes of self-realization, they are all filled with fear. But there is no fear in bhakti. So that is the reason they are very happy. You can perform it happily. And Kartrum Avyayam, it is Avyaya, it doesn't have any destruction. And all these things is possible only by the association of devotees. That is why association of devotees have been very profusely described in Srimad Bhagavatam.
Yes.
Here also, Lord Shiva talks about that. Actually, the devotees don't even bother about liberation because they are having Krishna Katha in association of devotees. That is why, what to speak of any blessings on earth? Kshanardenapi tulaye. Not tulaye. You cannot compare the moment's association, half a moment's association with the devotees. To attainment of Swarga and to take birth again, that is Punarbhava. Not to take birth again, that is
Liberation.
It cannot be compared to even a half a second association with a pure devotee. If that is the case, then liberation cannot be compared to half a second association with devotee. Then what to speak of Mrityanam Vimutashisha. So that is the topmost. It is described throughout Bhagavatam. As much as the glories of Krishna are described in Bhagavatam, more than the glories of Krishna, the glory of Bhakti has been described. Yeah.
So Maharaj, very nicely you quoted this Kshanardhenapi, even half a moment of devotees association. And this has been a pattern, like you said. Dhruva Maharaj said, what do you want? I want association of your devotees. I want to hear Krishna Katha. Prithu Maharaj, what do you want? I want millions of years. What will you do with millions of years? I want to hear Krishna Katha from the lotus mouth of your devotees. Now Lord Shiva is also saying even half a moment association of devotees. So what is happening in that moment or half a moment of association with pure devotee, which is far exceeding even Swarga, Apavarga, everything?
The relish of Krishna's sweetness. It doesn't matter where you are. If you're relishing Krishna, Prema Rasa. So that's the speciality.
Okay. Wonderful, Maharaj. And towards the end, that is the fourth section of this beautiful Rudra Gita, verses 60 to 68. So it gets a little so-called technical, where Rudra is describing the relationship between the Supreme Lord and his material creation, the creation, maintenance, destruction. So if you can bring out some essential points from this section of Rudra Gita.
This has been discussed in Bhagavatam many times, because that establishes the power of Krishna, that how he maintains this world, creates this world, maintains this world, and destroys this world. How does he do? He does it through his Maya, through his energy. So Lord Shiva is again bringing the point of how, as Vishnu you maintain, though Shiva destroys, it is not Shiva who destroys. You destroy through Shiva in the form of Sankarshana.
Okay.
So all the creation, maintenance and destruction is ultimately done by Krishna only.
Okay.
Because you are independent. Atmatantram Bhagavan Prati Mahi. Atmatantram means you are dependent on yourself. You are not dependent on somebody else. So in the prayers, we find the supremacy or the power of Krishna to be established.
Okay.
So here, the power of Krishna is established by his interaction with this world, how he creates maintains and destroys. At the same time, he's not affected by it. So this process of creation, maintenance, and destruction is again and again described in the Bhagavatam to show Krishna's transcendental position and his majesty and his power.
Wonderful. So, Maharaj, in the last 10-11 verses of this chapter, before getting into the Falashruti, so Lord Shiva is encouraging the Prachetas to meditate upon this Rudra Gita, how they should chant. So, I'm just quoting the 69th verse here. Idam japata bhadram vo vishuddha nrupanandanaha swadharmam anutishtanto bhagavat arpitashayah. My dear sons of the king, just execute your occupational duty as kings with a pure heart. Just chant this prayer, fixing your mind on the lotus feet of the Lord. That will bring you all good fortune, for the Lord will be very much pleased with you. So, Maharaj, when I was quickly glancing through the Sarartha Darshini, the commentary of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur here, he says Prachetas were Karma Mishra Bhakti performers. But however, right in the beginning, you had told us that Prachetas actually are performers in the mode of Shuddha Sattva. So how come our Acharya is telling here Karma Mishra Bhakti?
By association with Lord Shiva, they start performing pure devotional service.
Okay.
Earlier, they were doing Karma Mishra Bhakti. They have come for the prescribed duties because they are sent by their father to do austerity so that they can perform their karma better. So they are using their karma as an offering to Krishna.
Okay. Yes. So getting to 75th verse, in this material world, there are different types of achievement, but all of them, the achievement of knowledge is considered to be the highest because one can cross the ocean of nescience only on the boat of knowledge. Otherwise, the ocean is impossible. So, Maharaj, why is Lord Shiva saying achievement of knowledge is considered to be the highest? Isn't achievement of devotion the highest, which already includes knowledge?
Tamuchika Nyaya first establish the glory of knowledge and then show that how the knowledge is so superior. Then what to speak of Bhakti, which is far superior to knowledge. The glory of the demigods described in the Vedas are only to show that if such a glorious person like Shiva, a powerful person like Lord Shiva, when he is worshipping Krishna, then
Beautiful. So, of course, there are a few verses in the end of this chapter where Falashruti is given for those who recite Rudra Gita. If you want to say a sentence or two on that, Maharaj.
So, anybody who hears a song will please the Lord. That is the whole essential Falashruti or Shruti Phala.
Okay.
The whole activity is only to be done for the pleasure of the Lord. That is Vindate Purusho Amushmad Yad Ichchati Asatwaram Madgita Gitad Supritat Shreyasam Eka Vallabhat. So, who is Krishna? He is the only object of affection for everyone. By singing this song, what happens? Your object of affection, Krishna, becomes pleased. He pleases the Lord. Supritaha. Anybody sings my Gita. Mad Gita Gitat. By singing my Gita, then you can please the Lord. That is the ultimate phala, to please Krishna.
Very nice, Maharaj. So, Maharaj, I just wanted your reassurance that just like in the case of Prachetas, so even before they did any endeavor, just the intention that they wanted to perform austerity for the pleasure of Krishna drew the mercy of Lord Shiva. So similarly for us also, it is not necessary. Of course, it is necessary, and we are wanting to put so much endeavor. But it's not just the endeavor, just the desire, sankalpa, intention that we want to worship Krishna. Does all these great personalities like Lord Shiva, our Guru Parampara, we have all of their mercy upon us?
Yes,
Mhm.
intention is also bhakti.
Mm.
Rather, bhakti, the essential nature of bhakti is intention. With what intention?
Mm.
The intention is to please. You just offer a flower, that is bhakti.
Yeah.
The intention is not to please. Even if you build a temple, it's not bhakti.
Mm. Powerful. Amazing, Maharaj. So, Maharaj, moving to the Brahmastra section now. So, just like in Rudra Gita, Lord Shiva was describing the beauty of the Supreme Lord Krishna. So, in Brahmastra, I thought we will take a few moments to meditate on the beauty of Lord Shiva himself and all his various assets, what he carries, like Nandishvara and snake and all that. So, let us start with his matted hair on which he carries Ganga Devi and moon also.
Because of carrying Ganga on his matted head, Shivaha Shivo Bhut, he became Shiva.
Mm.
The very name of Shiva is because of his holding Ganga on matted hair.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What about the third eye on his forehead?
Narasimha gave him the third eye.
Oh, really?
Surya, Chandra, and Agni.
Oh.
Trilochana. Actually, one of the names of Narasimha is Trilochana.
Mm-hmm.
So he gave him, because one eye is for Anugraha, moon. Another eye is for Nigraha,
Mm-hmm.
that is to sun, which is to give punishment.
Oh.
And the third eye is for destruction,
Oh.
Agni.
Huh. That is super interesting.
Surya, Chandra, Agni.
Okay, okay. What about the ash that he smears all over his body, Vibhuti?
In the crematorium, when the Vaishnava's body is burnt, he wants to take the ash of the body of the Vaishnavas and pour it on his body. Like taking the dust of the feet of the Vaishnavas may not be possible for him.
Mm-hmm.
Because if Lord Shiva goes and says, give me the dust of your lotus feet, Vaishnavas would not give.
Mm-hmm.
Says, okay, anyhow, ultimately they have to come to my samshan.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the dust, not ash of the entire body. Why only feet? And smear it on my body.
That is so nice. Next, the snake around his neck.
Ananta. He wants to have Ananta. Ananta is Mula Sankarshana. From Sankarshana comes Ananta. So he wants to have his worshipful Lord around his neck.
Hmm. What about his neck? Yeah, go ahead, Mara. Sorry, I think you wanted to continue.
Like you have a garland, isn't it? Offered to the Lord. Yes. So he wants to have Ananta on his neck.
Yes. Next is his neck, Neelakanta, bluish neck.
Yeah, when poison came,
Mm.
then all of the demigods worshipped Lord Shiva. And Krishna, he kept the poison in the throat the neck of Lord Shiva. That shows his compassion.
Mm. Yes. So although Krishna himself could have done that, he lets Lord Shiva do it, isn't it, Maharaj?
Lord Krishna, he is very choosy.
Choosy, okay.
He took all the good things which came. When poison came, the poison was actually given by Samudra Deva to test the power of Krishna. Then Krishna told, Arey, my servant is enough to do that.
Wow.
Why me? So then Samudra Deva became very happy and thought, okay, my son-in-law is going to be, he's a very powerful person. He has got a servant like Lord Shiva. Then definitely my daughter will be protected by him. So in this way, he started sending all the things. The desired thing of Amrita was also sent by Samudra Deva. Lord Shiva got the poison here, and then the demigod, the demons went and told Lord Shiva, you just see, you are our God. And he gave poison to you, he gave all good things he took and went. Then Lord Shiva came and told, yes, became very angry and told, oh, you gave me poison. And then Lord Krishna told, you see, you know why I gave poison to you? Because to show to the entire world, you are the only capable person who can do that. Is it so? Then fine. Lord Shiva becomes very happy if you just praise him.
Yeah.
People who get angry soon, they also become very peaceful soon. Happy soon.
Just one thing, ocean god called him son-in-law because Lakshmi Devi came from the ocean and he's the husband of Lakshmi Devi. That's why?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Next is Trishula.
Trishula, I don't know the Shaiva understanding of Trishula.
Okay.
But we know it is his weapon. Yeah, that's all.
Okay. What about our Nandishwara who came in Daksha's pastime?
Oh. Lord Shiva's followers are known as Pramattas. They are all mad people. Just attack. Anybody offends Lord Shiva will go and attack. So he's a carrier, a bull, and he's also known as Vedarupa, Vedaswarupa. Garuda's carrier is also Garuda is a carrier of Krishna, and Nandi is a carrier of Lord Shiva. Both are Vedaswarupa, the personification of Veda.
Okay. The Damaru drum.
I heard from Damaru the three initial the sounds which came that becomes the basis of the entire Sanskrit language.
Oh, okay.
Yes, all music, everything comes from that.
Okay. What about that? I don't know what skin is it? Tiger skin, deer skin? What is the skin he wears? The garment.
I heard both. Sometimes deer skin, sometimes tiger skin.
Okay.
I don't know. Deer skin is fine. Tiger skin, okay. That shows his renunciation. There is one beautiful Ashtaka written by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, spoken by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There he talks about this, the form of Namo Namaste Tadasheshwaraya Bhutadinataya Mridaya Nityam Tangaktarong Gittarangotita Bala Chandra Chudaya Gauri Nayotsavaya Shardula Chamikara Chandra Netra. So he got Shardula, tiger skin. So that shows renunciation.
Yeah.
Tiger is okay, some skin is there, fair and go. Why go earn money, buy cloth, go to the tailor and then stitch it and later on doesn't fit and then you have to go again. All this, why change it? Also, I will accept it. That's Vairagya.
Listening to that list itself was quite exhausting. What about all the skull garland he wears like ornaments?
The Vaishnavas body, the skulls of the Vaishnavas. So he wears them as a garland, which can be better garland than that. When you touch in constant touch with Vaishnava's body.
Rudraksha beads.
Like Tulasi for Vaishnavas, Rudraksha is for Shaivas. I don't know much significance about.
Okay. And finally, Maharaj, the 12th question, the glorious Kailasa where he lives.
When Lord Krishna kept that poison in the throat of Lord Shiva, he told, what should I do? Where should I live? They told, go to Manas Sarovar. There is one Parvata called Kailasha. That's my own place. Everything is minus degree centigrade there. You go and sit there so that the poison is also will be jammed. So then how long I'm going to? Then he told that I'm going to come as Narasimha. Then at that time I will drink the poison which I kept in your throat. He told, how do I know you have come? Because I'll be sitting in Kailash, I cannot go out. So when Kailash, the mountain Kailash that is full of ice, is going to melt, that is the time you understand that I have appeared. Because the heat of my anger will create havoc in the entire world.
Fascinating pastime, Maharaj. So thank you, Maharaj. With that note, we will wrap up today's discussion. So thank you so much for expounding such wonderful, in a very nice, relishable way, the beautiful prayers of Rudra Gita in beautiful Bhagavatam from the beautiful sacred place of Tirupati. So thank you for your generosity of time and wisdom. And also for me personally, not just now, but only when I started hearing your lectures, I could get a better perspective of Lord Shiva. The way I felt about Lord Shiva before hearing your lectures, then after I heard, I mean, I see him in a totally different way. I am grateful for that. So thank you so much, Maharaj. So Hare Krishna, everyone. Here we go. So this was our brief discussion about this wonderful chapter, Rudra Gita, chapter 24 from Canto 4 of Srimad Bhagavatam. Please do go through these prayers, chant them. They are very, very beautiful. So we will come back next week to discuss the continuation of this. So while Prachetas are busy performing their austerity in the lake for 10,000 years, meanwhile their father, Prachina Barhi, is busy also, but he is busy with karmakandic rituals. So how is the great Narada Muni going to go to Prachina Barhi, and what wonderful instruction he is going to give and the way he is going to put it across? So it's going to get even more interesting. So don't go anywhere. Please do join us next Saturday in our 65th episode of Pariprashna. Until then, as always, stay inquisitive and stay Krishna conscious. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.